Hey guys, Adam Payne here, coming at you from Nagoya, Japan, and I'm just making this short video to help people that are new, maybe brand new or pretty new to writing blog posts, and how they can help themselves by getting their content ranked on the first page of Google. Now let's be honest, if you write a blog post, it could be the most fantastic blog post you've ever written, but if nobody reads it, there's no point. So what you want to do is you need to do some things on your blog post which can help you rank on the first page in Google. And it's pretty simple stuff, and I'm just going to take you through it. First of all, you need to decide what you're going to write about. And once you've decided a vague topic, you want to go to something here, which is Google AdWords. It's a free tool. There are some paid software that you can use that do the job slightly better, but this is okay for a free tool. I've decided to write a blog post about Jellyfish Lake in Palau, which is where I went on my honeymoon. You can read about that actually in the blog post later on. There's a link below this video. You can click on my blog and read it. But for now, I typed in the expression here, Jellyfish Lake in Palau, and I pressed enter. And if you go down here, it shows you how many people are searching for this exact phrase per month. So 1,600 global monthly searches. But that's pretty good. The competition is low, so there aren't that many other people writing about the same thing. Probably not surprising, Jellyfish Lake in Palau. Now if I were to write something like this, making money online, now that's a completely different kettle of fish. Now the competition is of course high. There are 450,000 people searching for this. Probably people that have got a lot more blogging experience than you, people that are on authority sites. It's going to be very, very hard, unless you're a master, to rank on the first page of Google. And if you're on page 7, 8, 9, 10, you might be a good post, but no one's going to read it, so it's not important. So you need to do a bit of a search. Below here, it gives you variations on the keywords that you typed in. You want to find something with low competition, maybe anything from between a couple of hundred to a few thousand global monthly searches. So anyway, I said I'm doing Jellyfish Lake in Palau, and I'm going to take you here to my blog. This is my personal blog, whoisadampayne.com. I'm actually going to copy and paste this blog post and put it also on my Empower Network blog when I've finished. So, of course, you need your keyword in your title. I have it here, Jellyfish Lake in Palau. I'm also going to teach you about SEO, search engine optimization, so that's in my title too, but it doesn't matter as long as my keyword is there. Now, what you need to do is you need to have your keyword in your first sentence. Now, to you or I, this might look like a title. It does to me, but to Google, this is actually a first sentence. So, Jellyfish Lake in Palau, this is my first word, my first thing. So, I've got that done. It's in my first word. I've also got it here as well, but it's very important you have it in the first thing. Now, as you notice, my title is a slightly bigger font. If I highlight this and come over here, there's a drop-down menu, and there are things called heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. 1, 2 and 3 are the important ones. You don't need 4 or 5. You need to have your keyword in heading 1 size, which is the biggest. If I scroll down here it's in heading 2, and if I scroll down even further, it's in heading 3. So I've got that somewhere in my blog post. Doesn't matter where it is, but it's got to be somewhere. So I've got my H1, H2, H3 tags. Now, your Empower Network blog doesn't have the software that I'm using, which is called SEO Presser. This does a lot of things automatically. So you'll have to do this manually, but it's not difficult. You need to have your keyword or key phrase, so in my case, Jellyfish Lake in Palau, splattered throughout your post. What you want to make sure is that at some point you have it in bold font twice, italicized twice, and underlined twice, wherever you want. Now I haven't actually got this here because this software, SEO Presser, will do it for me. But if I was doing this on my Empower Network blog, I'd have to do it manually, but it won't take more than a minute to just scroll through and bold. If you go up here, you've got bold, italicize, and underline. Very simple stuff. So you've got your H1, H2, H3 tags. You've got it bold twice, italicized twice, and underlined twice. You then need to have some images. Now this is an image of Jellyfish, an aerial shot of Jellyfish Lake in Palau. So if I've already uploaded this, but if when you do upload an image, a little box will appear, and it will give you a couple of things to input. Here, look, title and alternate text. You want to make sure that your keyword or keyword phrase is in these two things, as mine is here. So we'll close that. I've already done that. Now also, in another picture, this is of the actual jellyfish in the lake, you want to make sure that you have a link, and ideally a link outside of your blog. So this is my personal blog, so it would be a link outside. So I've actually put a link to my Facebook fan page. If it's on your Empower Network blog, you could put a link to your personal blog, or you could put a link somewhere else, but it must be outside. You also, if possible, want to have a link to another page within your site. So if I go back to this aerial shot, there's an actual link in here to the About Me section of my personal blog. Now when I put this on my Empower Network blog, I'll have to change this link because it'll have to be to somewhere else in my Empower Network blog. Doesn't really matter where, but somewhere else. Now, Google tends to like longer content more than shorter content. Now, if you've been through the training, and if not, then you should do, on Empower Network, it tells you to have at least 500 words. I found that probably more is better, 600 to 800. Now, this is 840 at the moment. I've still not finished. You don't want to be too much longer, otherwise it will become kind of boring and become like a novel. People will get bored. But you want to have it between 600 and 800 words, ideally. And then, within your 600 to 800 words, you want to make sure that you've got your keyword or phrase between 2% and 5%. Now, right at the moment, you can see I've only got 1.5%, so I'm going to have to go through and add it in somewhere, maybe 2 or 3 more times. Once I've done that, this score should be 100%. When it's 100%, that's all you can do. Then you can post your blog, syndicate your blog, and get your blog post out there. Then, of course, there are other things you need to do in order to get your blog post ranked high in Google, which is called off-page SEO, but that's not for this blog post. Make sure you get on-page SEO done. Do this every single blog post. If you've done that, then you've really got no excuses for not getting it ranked. If you forget one of these steps, or you don't do any of them, or you can't be bothered, and you can't suddenly find your content on Google, that's why. It's just laziness, really. I mean, it takes a bit of practice at first, but it's not that difficult. It's not technical. Anyone can do it. So what I recommend that you do, if you want to connect with me or learn a little bit more about how to blog, what I recommend is below this video, there's a link. If you're watching it on YouTube, click on the link. You can either go to my personal or Empower Network blog and get in touch with me there. If you're reading this on my blog, then I'd really like it if you left a comment below and tell me how much you got out of this post. Thank you very much, and I'm going to continue writing this post and get my score up to 100%. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon.